Okay, guys, this is Mark coming to you live though, with something important for me to talk about though. You know, we had recently. All right. We had recently, guys, yeah, the school shooting in San Bernardino, where we just found out that an 8-year-old kid lost his life. You might hear my fan go, I'm sorry, kind of warm in here. Let's discuss this a little bit here and really understand what's really going on about this. Okay, what happened was very sad. It was a murder-suicide, obviously. A man came in to his wife's place of business, obviously. Came to a classroom, shot and killed his wife. Well, he fired a bunch of rounds. Well, see, he fired a bunch of rounds first into the classroom. And as he done that, he fired a bunch of rounds into the classroom, hitting two students. They're 8 years old, so probably best to say they're probably gonna be about second grade, second grade. Let's say second grade. Okay. Then he went off and he shoots himself there, or goes somewhere else, kills himself somewhere else. So he kills his wife and he kills himself. He planned this out. It was no distress. It was no, well, you don't understand the crisis. Maybe he was distressed. Well, how can a distressed person shoot and kill his wife and kill himself and plan it out that way? Why don't you just kill her at home before she goes to school, goes to work, and kill himself there? Why all this elaborate thing about doing that? So, my understanding is that he planned it out from the get-go to do it. And I don't understand women out there, men out there. I don't understand men and women out there who have to live with somebody like that, who live in abusive relationships. I don't understand that. And the good thing I never dated in my life. But it is interesting though to come out and find out that I understand dating is a new way of life and getting married is a way of life, but these safe zones are killing people literally. And liberals in California are screaming safe zones and safe zones. Well, this is what safe zones do. San Bernardino had a terrorist attack, not too far ago either. So you think about it. This one county has now had two practically terrorists, or one terrorist attack, one shooting. Practically two shootings. One terrorist attack and one shooting. Mass, suicide, murder-suicide. You think by now these liberals in California will wake up? No, they're probably going to spin this. Well, you understand, guns are evil. A kid has died. I guarantee you. No, may not this teacher, but maybe a janitor who's packing, because they allowed people to carry firearms in schools. I guarantee you, would deter a lot of people from killing people in school. To do it at home. I'm not saying good. I'm not saying good. I'm not saying killing's good at all. No, it's not. But let's be honest here, though. Let's be honest here. Let's be tremendously honest with ourselves and think before we open our mouth and do something stupid. And you have that crippled old lady in California, Democrat, she hates guns because they kill. Yeah. When you have safe zones, you're like, hey guys, come over here and shoot people here. There's plenty of kill over here. There's plenty of kill here. A school resource officer is not going to go against somebody with an AR-15 or a machine gun or a AK-47. It's just no chance in the world going to happen. Unless that officer is like an ex-military special forces kind of person, and even then, you're still dealing with a pea shooter against an assault rifle. People have to understand that you can't judge somebody by how they look or how they look on complexion, because the pain that person was feeling in their heart, their mind, led them to go kill their family member, the wife, spouse. Led them to go kill. I think I say it's a spiritual demon. I mean, like Eric and Dylan, those two guys. I always say spiritual demon. I never come off that at all. I'm a very faith-based person, but I also believe in a lot of things as well. And sometimes, blaming God or Satan or Buddha or Muhammad or Jesus or whatever for your problems doesn't work. If she was going to divorce him and then set him off, so be it. Set him off. But I guarantee you, if he had a chance, if anybody had a chance to stop this and didn't, you can't find a greater definition of the word evil in a dictionary. Because there's no way you can tell that 8-year-old child's family that's never coming home. Well, I would have stopped it, but no, you can't. You can't do it. There's no way. And I don't give a damn what kind of liberal says something. We should slap in the face and say, listen up. A child has died in one of your safe zones that you preach so much about. You're protected because you 50 well-armed guerrillas watching your backside. See, they don't give up their rights for guns, because rich people have guns. Poor people shouldn't have anything. And in this part of that school, that neighborhood had a lot of people who are not part of the quote, in social. It's being quite sad though when you have people like that who don't understand. Don't understand that people don't get the fact that this thing happens all the time, and it's a sad thing it does. It happens all the time, and yet we live in a world where we think if we hinkle do enough, it'll go away, or if we cover it up with some kind of great speech or some kind of new mandate or something that it'll solve itself and go away. And it doesn't happen. And it bugs me because every time this happens, they blame guns, video games, rock music. They blame something. They don't want to blame the person who went in there and shot and killed the people, or killed the person, or did this stuff. It's always demonizing everything else that has to do with what people like. I'm not surprised they haven't blamed GTA 5 for this yet, or Doom, or something. I'm not surprised, because that's usually what happens. They'll blame something on something, like a Columbine. They blamed Columbine on Marilyn Manson. People didn't listen to Marilyn Manson, who shot Columbine. They thought he was lame. So obviously, these liberals and Republicans and conservatives, don't do a hell of a whole lot of researching. They don't do a lot of researching. They don't do a lot of of looking and seeing what's really going on out there. All they see is I can make campaign on this. I can campaign these people dying and say, evil guns. And yet, where are the people saying, well, maybe it's some kind of mental issue, or a demon spirit, or something else? No, they're not there. It's GTA's fault. It's Call of Duty's fault. Battlefield's fault. It's some deranged person who's crazy. Yes, everybody had a limit. But for somebody to get into a school, to walk into a school where his wife is at, or husband at, whatever you want to call it, and shoot that person, and kill, you know, an innocent 8-year-old kid who found out he died, to me, it just makes me wonder, you know, are we living in some twilight zone? Or, I believe the Bible says a lot of things about the end times, and if we ain't in the end times, then I don't know what is. You know, and it is interesting to say that, yes, I do play violent games, but I'm not there shooting people. I'm not out there running around wanting to kill people. Like I said, though, I'm not in a relationship because I don't want one. I don't want to be. Because a lot of friends who are, you know, pretty messed up people. Because they have all these problems, and now they have this spouse or this person they gotta listen to and have, you know, nagging them. And I got enough stress in my life as it is. I don't need it anymore. I'm looking though, but I'm not sitting there, oh my god, and freak out and find somebody now. And looking at this crap and this shit here, and looking at this garbage here, and looking at how this works and how people, and this is what love really is. Live so much like I gotta kill you, then kill myself in a school because I'm a less of a man if I don't, or some nonsense like that. I mean, it's some weird shit going on around here. Now, I apologize for language because I have language, but I try to keep myself language free on YouTube. But you know, it is what it is. I pray about it until, you know, just anger is the root of all evil as well as greed. But that person, that man who killed his wife, and I do feel for his family on both sides on the spectrum, and also the young boy family who's now dead. They have to school has to explain why they had a gun-free zone, and explain to people, well, gun-free zones are safe, and yet here we go, there's dead bodies now, and okay, well, it's okay because we believe in gun-free zones, and I don't believe in that garbage. I feel like we live in a world where it's too hard to fathom that we've come so far in, you know, evolution, or what we want to call it, that we're finding new ways to destroy ourselves practically. And I don't care what people may say or may not say, or do or may not do. The fact of the matter is, folks, people have died for some reason. And until we find what ails the human heart, we're not going to make a dent in the body count. There's more God, if it's less guns. You know, if less guns was a simple answer, it would have been fixed years ago. Columbine came and gone, and guns would have been erased, and nothing would happen, never happen again. You know, and evil is going to win when good people do nothing. You know, only evil wins when good people do nothing. And when you have these liberals sitting around saying, well, guns are evil, you know, and you have gun-free safe zones, to me they're practically saying, come over here and kill us, we're safe, gun-free safe zones, come kill us, we're ready to die because we have no way to protect ourselves. And that's exactly what it is. And, you know, a lot of private schools, you're saying, hell no, we're arming up, and they're a lot safer for it. Now, I'm not saying you can't get anybody in there to shoot somebody. I guarantee you, if a teacher has a weapon and some crazy kid runs in there and starts shooting, I guarantee you that kid will be shot even before the first cop gets into the damn cop car, because, you know, people ain't gonna stand for it. You know, and we live in this paranoid world where everybody's so afraid of offending somebody. I call it the Obama era. Everybody's so afraid of offending everybody. And I'm like, you know, you offend people, who cares? But then again, you gotta be careful. Yeah, there's a shooting in San Bernardino today. A husband went to school, went to his wife elementary school, and went in her classroom, pulled out a revolver, shot her, killed her, and shot and killed himself. And because of that, a young 8-year-old young kid died hours later. It's on YouTube. It's probably in recommended list, or you can go to News 85 and go in news links and look at that. It's saddened because we grow accustomed to this stuff. It's sick. We grow accustomed to what this stuff is. I mean, we know what to say. We know what bears to bring, what flowers to bring, and that's sad. It's like every day is a funeral, practically. And and I'm 36, and by the grace of God, I haven't had any shootings in my workplace or school, and I'm by the grace of God, I have never had that. But for people who have, you really gotta step in their shoes and think, and how screwed up their life going to be now? Those kids now, at Sandy Hook, and the kids at Columbine, the kids, even after that, they go to school after that afraid to go to school. Well, you should be happy to go to school. Granted, if you're in high school, you don't go to school because you listen to authority and yada yada yada. But you're anti-authority, and that's understandable. It's teenage years. But yeah, San Bernardino had another. I call it attack a day. I call it another attack. That's exactly what it is. And they waltzed in there, and so much for so much for metal detectors and great pushing a button. He probably knew everybody in that school, obviously. Oh yeah, come on in, Larry, or so his name is. Punched him in and went to the classroom and boom, bang. That's all he needed to do. And that's the issue. At my job, at my company, we have a run, hide, fight kind of thing going on. Where if you can run, you get away. If you can hide, you hide. If you have to take a stand, you fight. But elementary school kids ain't gonna understand that stuff. They're not gonna understand what run, hide, fight mean. They're not gonna understand what that stuff means. To them, they don't understand that stuff. They're kids. Their brains are not developed enough to know to run like hell when you hear guns popping. They assume it's firecrackers probably, and they may run towards it. Hey, what's up, Jimmy? And it is sad, guys. This is becoming a normal thing in society in this country. People say ban guns, ban guns, ban guns. People saying ban guns, ban guns, ban guns. Okay, well, fine, ban guns. But they'll kill you with a knife. They'll beat you with a baseball bat. They'll throw a rock at you. No, if somebody wants you dead, they'll kill you one way or another. They'll use your car. They'll use the car. You're gonna ban automobiles, baseball. Are you gonna start building a house with sticks again because you can't use brick? There's always some way people are gonna find a way to kill somebody, and that's sad to me. Like I said, though, until we find what ails the human heart and cures that, we're not gonna understand. We're not gonna make a dent in the body count. It does not matter how many times you throw Bibles at them or holy water at them, or tell them how they're bad, or or grief counseling, or yeah, in California, buddy, in San Bernardino, Jimmy. Happened earlier this morning. I guess a marital dispute. The guy went to his wife's school, walked in there to the classroom, killed her. Of course, he shot the class up at her a couple times. She was dead. Another kid was injured. 2 kids were injured. One is in the hospital. One has passed away. We found out maybe about an hour ago. And he killed himself in the classroom right thereafter, or somewhere in that school right thereafter. He killed his wife. So they're calling it a murder-suicide. One of the worst things you can die by, because she had to know something was going on, but something's all killed her. But I'm not gonna judge him. No. Yeah, Jimmy. A lot of my friends and people I've known, people I've known for years, had issues like that, and it's sad. But until we find what cures the human heart and what cures the alien heart, what makes people want to kill somebody so much, hatred. Guys, we're not gonna make a dent in the body count. We can pray until our eyes and our hands fall off fingers, but we can pray and throw Bibles at them, holy water at them. It starts in here for them. We have to find out what makes us tick, and ask God to come in and bless, or Allah, or Buddha, whoever you guys believe in, and it's whatever, find peace and understanding, I believe Jesus Christ is peace and understanding. But everybody has their own way, walking and getting up in the morning time. What gets you in the morning time is keeps you on this planet, keep you sane. God bless you, because you never know. You might be on that last string yourself. Now I have been a couple times. We all have those issues, but I never thought of offing other people. I thought about offing myself a couple times, but that's way back in my younger years. We all have that issues, and but it's something that this culminates from what happened in Columbine, before Columbine, and it really makes me mad that now we have a book that tells us, it's the grieving book. Page 1, bring flowers and teddy bears. Page 2, make much nice speeches. Page, it's like we're doing it every single day. I don't talk about this stuff a lot on YouTube, and that's my first YouTube channel. I already got up and running. I appreciate you guys coming along with it. Of course, I wish it was more on a somber note, me getting killed a bunch of times in the Horizon, or me getting destroyed in Dark Souls 3, or I call it Dead Souls 3, because I die all the time in that, or something, or GTA 5. But I like to do more gaming chat, than anything else. But this struck me as hurting kind of hard in my heart and my mind. I need to make a video about it. Not for clickbait, not for subscribes, not for likes. I don't want any of that stuff. I used to say, like, subscribe in my videos. No, don't do this one. If you guys subscribe for my gaming stuff, fine. But I wouldn't do for this, because I don't want to ride the coattails, of death and destruction like this. I speak my mind. I put it out there. If people see it and like it, great. They hate it, whatever. Because I don't care. I want to stuff your mind. Skyrim, I have Skyrim on the Xbox. Of course, it's probably saying something wrong. Cause I'm surprised. I'm surprised, my PS4 don't explode. Me saying Xbox on here. Because having Xbox One, I'm surprised. My Xbox don't explode when I'm on there playing online, and I'm like, Anyway, though. Well, guys, that's my video here. It's about 23 minutes long. I appreciate you guys' comments. Some of your comments kind of harsh. I do get outside a lot. As a man, I'm a big fat guy. I went from 370 to 335, so I went down a lot in weight. I've been working at Lowe's for over 12 years, so I've been working a long time. But yeah, that's really who I am, and I appreciate you guys stopping by, chatting with me about this. You want more information about it? Go in the news links in YouTube and read about it. And though actually, yeah, thanks, Jimmy. I know trolls are everywhere. See, I always thought trolls lived under bridges. So but yeah, I appreciate you guys out here. This video will be pre-recorded later on to the end of time, actually. Until the world ends. So the video will be around. Hopefully, people see it and take some gratitude that people actually care, other than people who want to earn a buck on it. I don't have a lot of subscribers. I don't want a lot of subscribers, especially not on this crap. I want to speak my mind about stuff. Now, when I'm doing game stuff, game reviews, game chats, yeah, by all means, because like and subscribe. This stuff, no, because it's too difficult to say. Yeah, like subscribe my video. Cause I'm talking about somebody getting shot and killed. Yeah, well, if in GTA 5, one thing, real life, no. So that's my whole basis on it. I'm pretty moral about things, and I make the video because I want to make it on YouTube, because I make Facebook Live videos a lot, but I don't get a whole lot of hits on there, people talking about it. So I ventured over to YouTube. Finally, I had a YouTube account, but I never used it. So this is Mark, aka crisis169's, saying peace, love, treat you with respect. On my gamer tag is crisis169 on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. So hit me up with a friend request or friend, whatever, and I'll get with you guys later. But just, if you have children, same too, Jimmy. if you guys have children tonight, just, you know, they may ask questions about that kind of stuff. You know, tuck them in a little better, hold them a little more, because you never know. It's a sick world we live in. Now, I don't have children. Like I said, I never dated. I never been a big fan of dating. I have a social life. I'm out all the time with friends, having a good time, drinking, fun, partying. But I'm just not the person with a relationship like that. You know what I mean? And so that's who I am. You know, in a nutshell. Who I am in a nutshell. I'm a very open guy, but very closed off in certain situations. But yeah, I appreciate you guys sticking by, and I wish, hopefully, next time I make the video again, it'll be on a somber note. It'd be better. It'd be about, reviewing the Xbox One Scorpio. I'll make a video about that, what I think about that thing on the PlayStation, obviously. And my hopes for PlayStation in the future. But right now, I'm gonna take some time and just reflect about things and just relax and watch some YouTube and wonder where we're going in this world. Peace, love, be safe, all of you.